Hello and welcome to this first tutorial in building your own website. Now we're going to be learning to code in HTML, that's Hypertext Markup Language, and to do that we're going to need a basic text editor. Now you can simply use Notepad, which comes with every Windows computer, but it is better to use a slightly more advanced text editor because you get some useful features such as like syntax highlighting and things like that. Now the one I use for Windows is Notepad++. It's absolutely free of charge, and you can navigate to notepad++.org and to the download page, and just if you're not sure what you're doing, just click on this first one and it'll work a treat. There are other options if you're more technically minded, but this first one should do you fine. Now if you are using a Mac, you will have to use something else. Sublime Text is very good. There's another one called Brackets, so you'll have to do a little bit of googling around to find yourself a good basic text editor. So once you've got Notepad++ installed, open it up and you should get a blank page like this. Now what we're going to do is type in some basic code. We're going to learn about some tags today. Now a tag defines an area of your page and it gives it certain properties. So we're going to start with the HTML tag, which will tell the browser to expect a web page. Now to make a tag, you start off with a less than sign, you type the name of the tag, which in this case is HTML, and then it's always a good idea to immediately close it so you don't forget to do it later, and you close a tag just by writing out the same again, but just making sure you put a / just in front of the word. So that is basically an incredibly basic web page done. There's nothing on it yet, but it will be recognized as a web page. Now we're going to do a couple more tags just before we save this and have a look to see how it looks. Next tag we're going to use is one called the head tag. Now anything you put in here won't be visible on the page, but it will be very useful for metadata. Now metadata is basically data about data. We'll do quite a few things with it later, but for today all we're going to do is give the page a title. So we're going to use the title tag. And you can call it what you want. I'm just going to go with my web page. There we go. So there we have it, a basic web page with a title. Now this title won't actually appear on the body of the page, it will actually appear on the tab in the top left of the actual browser window itself, which you'll see in a few minutes. Now finally, probably in many ways the most important tag is the body tag. Now anything you put inside the body tag will actually appear on the web page, so this is where all the main content goes. Okay, so now we have our body tag. We're just going to put some content there just so you can see something on the page, and we're going to use the h1 tag. Now this is the biggest kind of heading, so it's good for like main titles. There we have it. So this is our very first basic web page. All that remains now is to save it and view it. So to do that, we click on File at the top left, click on Save As, and it's a good idea to make yourself a folder in your documents where you can keep all your resources for your web page. I've made one earlier, just called it Website. Now the next most important thing is where it says Save As Type, you have to make sure you select the document type Hypertext Markup Language. That's important. Give it a name. Call it homepage if you like. I could use index as it's the index page of my site, the main landing page, and click on Save. Once you've done that, we can view it by clicking on Run. Choose your browser. Obviously you have to make sure it is installed on your computer. I'm going to use Chrome, and there you have it. There's my web page, and you can see there that's what the title tag did earlier. It named this section of the page. Not on the main window, but up here on the tab. Okay, well, that's it for lesson 1. We'll add some more content in the next lesson. See you next time. Bye for now.